Good morning, my loves. Happy Tuesday. It's about 4:45 here at the lake. The sun isn't even thinking about coming up. It's too early. Today's video, I'm sharing something on a personal level, which I don't do often, but it's a life lesson for everybody. I want people to understand just because you're a therapist, a life coach, a psychiatrist, psychologist, a doctor, an attorney, whatever, we all have the same issues. That's why I'm sharing this. It's a life lesson for everyone. And I firmly believe that when something happens to us, you learn the life lesson and then you share the experience so that others can learn from your experience on their journey. This is going to help somebody somewhere down the road. So, had a bad weekend. I have a lot of clients. I deal with a lot of cancer patients and their families. Many are terminal, so we know how it's going to end. And I attach to people, you work with them for several months and they're just the sweetest souls. And whether they're 80 or 8, you get to know them and their families and their friends. So when they pass, it is a loss. And I'm here for the families afterwards. And I sit with them, I listen to them, I cry with them. I am there because you have to feel whatever you're feeling. And the families are doing well. I lost 2 patients, clients over the weekend who were terminal, but it was sad. And, it just makes your heart, it just touches your heart a little bit. On top of that, that is not the life lesson. Here is the life lesson. So there is a beautiful old adage: never hide your light under a bushel basket. You be you. As I say so often, you be your authentic self. You stand tall in that. You shine your light and you stand proud in it. And if somebody asks you to dim your light, they can step away. They don't like it. Well, that bit me in the bottom. Somebody that I have known for several years that I just held in such high esteem. I wouldn't say they were one of my heroes, but it was damn close. I mean, I felt that, I just thought this person was the best. They were not a bestie, but they were on the path to bestie potential. It could have happened in another few months, maybe. God will always show us someone's true colors, and it hurts. So this individual reached out to me, and I've known them on a personal and professional capacity. And like I said, we've been friends for years. And they reached out and asked me to dim my light. They know what I do. They appreciate what I do. They love the videos. They love everything. They love my books. They think the world, supposedly thought the world of me. And they asked me to dim my light. They're not trying to outshine me. They don't want to outshine me. They don't want to have me turn my light off. Just don't shine it around them. Okay. It hurt my feelings. I mean, it really hurt my feelings because somebody who has bought my books, watched the videos, talked to me, as friends talk for years. And then to have them say, I love you to the moon and back, but can you just dim your light around me? And it's not like I tout who I am or what I do around them. I don't do that. But it really hurt my feelings to the point it triggered me. Because in the past, growing up, I was a people pleaser, big time, to the point I was anorexic. I mean, when I graduated high school, I'm 5'6", and I weighed 89 pounds. I was a size 0 before it was cool. And I was a huge people pleaser. I wanted to make my mom happy, my dad happy, my siblings happy, the teachers happy, everybody happy except me. And it was killing me inside. So this individual asked me to dim my light for them. Yeah, I did. I acquiesced and I dimmed my light. And as soon as it happened, as soon as I dimmed that light, I got a gut punch. I just felt it to the core of my being. So I did what any wise therapist would do. I called one of my besties, Lynn, and I cried. And my besties are the best because we will listen to each other without judgment and cry together, and then they snap you back to reality real quick. That's what a bestie does, and that's what she did. God bless her. And so I was crying, and she was consoling me, and she said, "You know they were in the wrong." I know. And I said, "That's what got me. That's why I'm crying, that I made the mistake." She's, "You're human." And I am. I'm human. And it's because I thought so highly of this person that I wanted to people please. Subconsciously, I still wanted to people please. So I had to step away from that friendship. I had to take a giant step back because it wasn't a real friendship. A real friend would never, ever have asked me to dim my light, ever. I would never ask anybody to dim their light. You just don't do that with a friend. So it was never a real friendship. Now, I don't know if they were using me, and I don't see it like that, but I do know anytime they needed me, I was there 24/7. I'm a very nurturing, supportive friend. Always have your back, just like Lynn has mine, and my other friends. You pick up the phone, they're there. This person, due to their job, they could not be there. And there were times I needed somebody, and I knew I couldn't reach out to them due to their job. And that's not a fair friendship, because a friendship is a two-way street. This was not a two-way street. So, life lesson learned. I should have seen it a long time ago. I should have recognized the red flags the first time that I really needed their expertise to talk to. And they weren't even in the country, and I couldn't talk to them. Okay, one time you can, okay. But every time, now this is over a series of years, and it's like, I should have seen the red flag, and I didn't, because I held them, I had them on a pedestal. I had them in such high esteem. I knew they had flaws. I knew they weren't perfect, but I still held them on that pedestal. Well, the pedestal's gone. The friendship came crashing down, and so did my ego. Life lesson learned. So, do not ever, I want you to promise me you will never hide your light. I want you to shine bright as the sun all day, every day. And honey, if people don't like it, if somebody comes to you and says, you know, love you, but can you dim your light just a bit? Step away from the step away from the friendship, because they're not worth it. You are. You're worth shining bright all day, every day. It took me years to get to where I am today, personally and professionally. And to have someone ask me to dim my light for their selfish purposes says a lot about them, doesn't it? Learn from my example. Never dim your light. You stand tall and proud. Teach your kids, okay? Talk to the little ones so they don't dim their light to please a friend. Because that's going to happen. It starts in elementary school and continues throughout life. You know, somebody will want to be your friend as long as you change to fit within what they want you to be. And that's what this boiled down to. They loved me to pieces. I was a great person as long as I fit within the parameters of their life. Well, screw that. I wouldn't use that term with your kids, but you know what I mean. If your kid is a great, I don't know, we're coming up on football season, football player. My granddaughter's an amazing volleyball player, and I'm so proud of her. She's in the middle of tryouts right now. And if somebody came to her and said, you know, don't do so well so that I can do better, I would hope she would say, you're on your own. I'm doing great. If your child is in sports and somebody says, don't do so well so that, you don't look better than me. Come on. They need to do their best. It's about them. Don't have your child agree to do somebody else's homework, to cheat on a test, to be anything less than who they are, to fit in with a crowd. I guess it's a form of peer pressure. Hadn't thought of that till right now, but it is a form of peer pressure. Don't cave into peer pressure. Whether that's, cheating on a test in elementary school, or dimming your light when you're 65 years old for somebody that you thought hung the sun, the moon, and the stars. Don't do it, because you're worthy of the best. You shine that light for everybody to see.